Coach Hendrickson, give me your thoughts on how the first scrimmage went here today.
Well, number one, Patrick, every coach and every player saw one thing for sure, a great deal of intensity. And we were on our practice fields today, and I always think it's a big plus when you can be intense on your practice field, and not in your stadium. That excites me. And I know that the players felt very good about themselves after scrimmage number one, which is just practice number 5 for spring ball. And they should feel good about themselves. Overall, it was intense. There was a great deal of enthusiasm. We got in all the snaps that we wanted to get in, and everybody that we needed to get snaps received them. And so in the big picture, it was a very positive day.
How about some of the highlights you saw? We'll talk about offense first. Some of the highlights you saw on offense.
Offensively, right off the bat, Matt Barr had several nice completions early. 2 of those, I think, were Delito Senatus, which is not a big surprise, but great to see in live action again. Matt Barr back Delito, the big highlight in the run game today, no question, was Lamar Hickman. Lamar had 2 long runs of close to 50 yards apiece or plus, and won't know for sure until I see some numbers and some tape tonight. But Lamar was impressive carrying the football, and I'll mention one other back for sure, and that was Carlton Ray had a couple of very physical runs when he proved he can be very tough to bring down. Will Lunt, I saw Will throw some really nice balls. I believe there was a 3rd and long situation when he hit Todd Spate for a big first down. And I believe on the very next play, but I'm not sure how the sequence went, he hit Todd Spate for what might be a controversial touchdown. I believe the head coach called it a touchdown, but we're going to have to see the tape for sure. In fact, the ball was tipped by a good play by a defender, and Todd Spade appeared to make a diving catch in the end zone. We'll see if Todd really brought that one in when we see the tape. But so those were certainly some highlights on offense.
How about defensively? What were some of the things you saw today?
Well, the defense, they had several series. We went 6 sets today for the 1, 6 for the 2s. So that would be a total of 12 different series starts. And the defense had several 3-and-outs, no question about that. Again, I don't know the exact number right now, Patrick, but that's what they wanted to do, and they did that several times. 2 big plays, obviously. Michael Steeren had one. He had a sack or 2 throughout the day, and then he picked up a loose ball on an errant pitch by a quarterback, and then Michael Steeren took it back, about 65 yards or so for a touchdown. And Michael has the speed in the open field to do that. And then late in the scrimmage, Ryan Deming, redshirt freshman defensive end, he picked up a loose ball too in the backfield. That was a possible sack, but if not, Ryan picked up that ball, scooped it well, and he went about 60 yards for a touchdown. And he also has very good speed, for a big, young defensive end. Terry Barney had a great pass breakup at one time. I'm sure Terry would like to have hung on to the ball, but still he made a great break and broke up the pass. I believe Brandon Kretschmer had a few sacks, which is not surprising. I know he had a tackle or 2 for loss when he beat the offensive lineman there at the line of scrimmage. And Kyle Glazier was in on a lot of tackles, I know that. Overall, boy, the good thing is for this coaching staff and for that team in the locker room, both sides of the ball, has had several good things that, not that just say happened to them, that they made happen. And so defensively, offensively, both sides have some things they can feel very good about for scrimmage number 1.
Now, you were supposed to scrimmage tomorrow on Saturday, but due to the weather, you kind of had to rearrange your schedule. How do you think the team responded, being able to switch up the schedule like that?
Well, that's a good point, Patrick, and that was good to see. The day they had a busy day of class, they showed up expecting a practice and a scrimmage tomorrow. We had great field conditions today. We said, let's scrimmage today, and the team responded to that in a hurry. They strapped it on, and instead of just practice number 5, practice 5 became live scrimmage number 1, and again the intensity was outstanding, and the teamwork working together was also very positive. And they've worked hard with each other for those first 4 days, but yet not able to go live. So the day they could let it all hang out, and they did. And the staff is very proud of the results.